The filmmaker's polarizing stylistic flairs and penchant for interminable action sequences are all over this conclusion to his two-part, Star Wars, ripoff. Netflix's Snyder dreams in slow motion. His reveries alight with cascading sparks, mushrooming fireballs, and brightly colored energy beams streaking through the air. There's no modern director more adept at crafting gorgeous pseudo-static tableaus of superhuman and science fiction mayhem and madness. And he reaffirms that reputation with Rebel Moon. Part 2. The Scargiver, which hits Netflix and select theaters April 19, the second half of a two-movie epic that began with last December's A Child of Fire. Alas, the downside to Snyder's fondness for hitting the figurative brakes to gaze at men and women in over-the-top, fit-for-heavy metal magazine panoramas is that his material often grinds to a halt, and that's never been truer than with his latest, whose visual splendor is no match for his simplistic, derivative plot. Having defeated Admiral Noble, Ed Skrein, at the conclusion of the prior film, fugitive rebel Cora, Sofia Boutella, returns with her mates. Love interest Gunner, Michiel Huisman, General Titus, Djimon Hounsou, cyborg swordswoman Nemesis, Donna Bae, animal tamer Tarak, Staz Nair, and soldier Milius, Elise Duffy, to Gunner's home planet of Belt. There, she delivers the good news that Noble is dead and that their crops are now safe from the predatory clutches of the Motherworld. What she doesn't know is that Noble didn't perish in their last scuffle and has been resurrected by his comrades in a techno-chrysalis that's juiced via shiny blue and red tubes. Even without this information, however, Velt's celebration is short-lived, since one of their own is working as a double agent for the Motherworld, and reports back that the villains will arrive, in 5 short days, to make their regular grain pickup. Cora and company are thus compelled to pick up the harvesting pace, and that endeavor, as well as their efforts to transform the locals into commandos, dominates the turgid first half of Rebel Moon. Part 2. The Scargiver. These sequences allow Snyder to once again indulge in the Terrence Malick cosplay, marked by shots of wheat being caressed by hands, scythed and beaten, and sifted in the bright morning sun, that he first performed in Man of Steel. Elise Duffy and Staz Nair. Netflix Velt is depicted as a warm, rugged land whose people are in touch with nature and each other, and it's juxtaposed with the dark, imposing, laser-illuminated confines of Noble's starship. Nonetheless, such contrasts do little more than leadingly signify good and bad, right and wrong. From a structural perspective, the script, by Snyder, Kurt Johnstad and Shay Hatten, is a clunky and conventional beast, as well as an inert one, padding its threadbare narrative with flashbacks that reveal the cliched backstories of its diverse heroes.